Good day everyone! We are the Group 8 presenter and for today's lesson we will discuss reflexology and acupuncture. In this presentation, we'll try to give you the definition of terms, identify the history, and probably the principles surrounding this particular topic and its application. Make sure that you must take down notes as we now proceed to the first part of our discussion.
So before we go to the specific topics, let us first define its main bracket, which is the manipulative body-based medicine. This kind of approaches are based on the belief that the body can regulate and heal itself and the parts are interdependent, which have been used throughout history. Both originated in an attempt to relieve structural forces on vertebrae and spinal nerve roots that practitioners perceived as evoking panoply of illnesses beyond musculoskeletal pain. So we are here to tackle two of its examples, and they are reflexology and acupuncture. For the first topic, we have the reflexology, and now with its definition of terms. First up is reflexology. It is the application of pressure to areas on feet or hands. Reflexology practitioners rely on the reflexes map of the feet and hands to all the internal organs and other human body parts. They believe that by applying the appropriate pressure and massaging certain spots on the feet and hands, all body parts could be energized and rejuvenated. Second is zone therapy. It is a form of healing designed by balancing the brain and aligning the spine so that your body can restore itself to maximum health. Next is massage, the practice of rubbing and kneading the body using the hands. Massage used to be available only through luxury spas and upscale health places. But today, massage therapy is offered in businesses, clinics, hospitals, and even in airports. And last but not the least is the reflex points. It is a point on the body that can be manipulated to stimulate nerve endings and support healthy physiological functions via acupuncture, acupressure, or reflexology massage. The reflex point systems for reflexology and acupuncture or acupressure are generally different. The zone is running along with the whole body parts of the top of the head until the tips of the toes and fingers, and the whole body is divided into 10 reflex zones. Each zone interconnects with different parts of the body.
Reflexology by no means a new therapy. There is evidence that a form of pressure massage was practiced in both China and Egypt as far back as 4000 BC, when it was recognized for its therapeutic effect and as a means of helping to prevent disease. Painting on the walls of the tomb of Ankh-Manor, an Egyptian physician who lives around 2300 BC, shows patients receive foot and hand massage. A form of reflexology is also thought to have been used throughout history in many other cultures, including Indian, Japanese, and American Indian. In Europe in the Middle Ages, zone therapy was practiced, which would later form the basis of modern-day reflexology. In the 19th century, neurology became a key area for scientific research and findings. During this time, helped unravel some of the science behind zone therapy and reflexology. In particular, in 1898, Dr. Henry Head discovered that when internal organs were diseased, patches of skin linked to this organ via nerves become sensitive to pressure, revealing that disturbance of an internal function is often reflected in the outer body. The development of modern reflexology is attributed to Dr. William Fitzgerald, a laryngologist. He discovered that applying pressure to points on the hands or feet could bring about an anesthetic effect. In this way, he was able to build up a map of the body that divides into 10 zones. The idea of zone therapies was developed by a few others in the early 20th century. Reflexology as we know it today began within the medical profession. Dr. Joseph Shelby Riley and his wife Elizabeth produced the reflex zone map of the feet, showing specific reflex point. It was sidelined into the complementary sector because there was more money and time involved in writing a prescription. Eunice Ingham was a physiotherapist working in the surgery of Dr. Joe Shelby Riley and his wife. She is credited with mapping the foot and hand chart we see today. Eunice termed her method of compression reflexology. Ology means the science of, and the name has stuck ever since. In the United States, reflexology grew through the work of Eunice Ingham and her followers, including Dwight Bayers, her nephew. In England, Doreen Bailey brought reflexology to the contemporary health sector. Initially, it was vilified by people who have not experienced a professional treatment. Eunice Ingham died in 1974 at the age of 85. Her undisputable contribution to the world of reflexology are as follows. First, the discovery that the reflexes on the feet are a minor image of all the organs, glands, and parts of the body. The charted map of the reflexes according to the autonomical model. Second, the alternating pressure has a stimulating effect on the body rather than a numbing effect as demonstrated by Dr. Fitzgerald. Third, bringing reflexology to the public and the non-medical community, as well as naturopath, chiropodist, osteopath, massage therapist, and physiotherapist. These are the people who have pioneered, developed, and built the solid foundation for reflexology as we know it today.
The principle of reflexology includes the following. The first one is that reflexology revitalizes the energy flow through the body. A body that is out of balance has congestion in the flow of energy to the vital organs and systems. Reflexology is a method of unblocking this congestion and allowing the vital energy to once again flow freely will enable the body to heal itself. Reflexology is an antidote to stress. It is by helping alleviate stress by inducing deep relaxation, easing stiffness, tense muscles, and unblocking blockage in the nerves and blood vessels. Reflexology facilitates a more optimal functioning of the neural pathways. A subsidiary effect of the revitalization of the energy flow throughout the body is that the nerve function is jump-started and neural messages are delivered more rapidly and efficiently to all parts of the body, thus allowing a more optimal level of functioning. Reflexology improves circulation of blood and oxygen through the body. Chronic stress and tension are inclined to tighten up the cardiovascular system and restrict blood flow. This results in a poor circulation and high or low blood pressure. However, as stated before, reflexology can help ease stress, which encourages oxygen and blood to move through the body. Reflexology breaks down crystal deposits and helps to remove toxins through stimulation, which results in the breakdown of the crystals and the removal of toxins through improved circulations. Reflexology encourages the endocrine system to function properly. A further subsidiary effect of the revitalization of the energy flow throughout the body by the stimulation of reflex point is that the endocrine system is encouraged to function more efficiently. Reflexology assists with the general condition of patients with terminal diseases. It may not be capable of removing the cause of terminal diseases, but it may assist in improving the patient's general condition by stimulating the circulatory system, respiratory and elimination system by promoting relaxation and pain management. Reflexology can therefore contribute significantly to a better quality of life for terminally ill patients.
Now, we are going to discuss the applications of reflexology. So first application is foot reflexology. By stimulating them with reflexology, we are sending a signal to those inner organs and glands. The scientific mechanism involved in this process are not entirely clear. They might have to do with the peripheral nervous system, which connects our central nervous system, the brain and the spinal cord, with the rest of the body and act as a biological highway of sorts, sending signals between our limbs and brain. Next application is hand reflexology. Hand reflexology is the belief that these points correlates to different body parts and that massaging the points can help relieve symptoms in other areas of the body. Next is air reflexology. Air reflexology is also known as auriculotherapy. This works to relieve stress by stimulating these air pressure points, together with the air massage itself, producing the following response and benefits: nerve sensations that resonate through the whole body.
Kindly watch this additional lecture for more information about reflexology.
Hi, I'm Carol Hudak with Lake Health Integrative Medicine. Reflexology involves applying pressure to specific points on the hands and feet. Stimulating these reflex points properly can help health issues naturally, a kind of preventative maintenance. Doctors agree that 75% of illness can be traced to stress and tension. Reflexology helps to improve blood flow, unblock nerve impulses, and basically helps your body to relax. During a session, the client is fully clothed, seated in a reclined position, or lies comfortably on a massage table. We begin with relaxation techniques. From there, pressure is applied to certain reflex areas using specific thumb, finger, and hand techniques. Stretch and movement techniques are also used to further relax the foot. Following a session, most people report feeling a sense of relaxation and well-being, while some report feeling re-energized. Although this ancient healing treatment has been used effectively for centuries, it is important to note that reflexology should be considered supplemental to prescribed medicinal treatments and formal advice from your doctor. A treatment is usually about 60 minutes and begins with a consultation about your health. 30-minute sessions are also available. Consistency is important for better health. Consult with a member of our team to determine the best schedule for you.
For our second topic, we give you the definition of terms in acupuncture. Starting with acupuncture. Acupuncture, it is the practice of penetrating the skin with needles which are then activated through gentle and specific movements. This depends on the movements of the practitioner's hand or with electrical stimulation. Acupuncture is actually a part of Asian practice in traditional Chinese medicine. Next, antidote. It is a remedy given to someone who has been exposed to a poison in order to help him get better. Antidotes are agents that negate the effect of a poison or toxin. Antidotes mediate its effect either by preventing the absorption of the toxin, by binding and neutralizing the poison, antagonizing its end organ effect, or by inhibition of the conversion of the toxin to more toxic metabolites. Next is neural pathways. It is any route which is followed by a nerve impulse that travels through nerve fibers of the CNS. A neural pathway is a series of connected neurons that send signals from one part of the brain to another. Neurons come in three main types: the motor neurons that control the muscles, sensory neurons that stimulated by our senses, and interneurons that connects neurons together. Next is appendectomy. It is a surgery to remove the appendix when it is infected. Then the last part is qi or qi. It is also known as a vital energy and it embraces all manifestations of energy. It is in a state of continuous flux, transforming endlessly from one aspect to another. It is neither created nor it is ever destroyed. It is simply changes in its manifestation. In order to talk about the relationship between the various aspects and manifestations of qi within the given context, Chinese philosophy employs the concept of yin and yang.
Acupuncture is generally held to have originated in China, being first mentioned in documents dating from a few hundred years leading up to the Common Era. Sharpened stones and bones that dated from about 6000 BCE have been interpreted as instruments for acupuncture treatment, but they may simply have been used as surgical instruments for drawing blood or lancing abscesses. Documents discovered in the Ma Wangtui tomb in China, containing no reference to acupuncture as such, but do refer to a system of meridians, albeit very different from the model that was accepted later. Speculation surrounds the Iceman, who died in about 3300 BCE and whose body was revealed when an alpine glacier melted. This status might indicate that a form of stimulator treatment similar to acupuncture developed independently of China. Anatomical location of acupuncture points are well established, though precise anatomical location only developed later. The first document that equivocally described an organized system of diagnosis and treatment, which is recognized as acupuncture, is the Yellow Emperor Classic of Internal Medicine, dating from about 100 BCE. The text is likely to be a compilation of traditional handed down over centuries presented in terms of the prevailing Taoist philosophy. During the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644, the Great Compendium of Acupuncture and Moxibution was published, which formed the basis of modern acupuncture. In it are clear description of the full set of 365 points that represent opening to the channels through which needle could be inserted to modify the flow of Qi energy. Knowledge of health and disease in China developed purely from observation of living subjects because dissection was forbidden and anatomy did not exist. So for the decline of acupuncture, interest in acupuncture among the Chinese declined from the 17th century onwards as it came to be regarded as superstitious and irrational. It was excluded from the Imperial Medical Institute by decree of the Emperor in 1822. Acupuncture was outlawed in 1929 along with the other forms of traditional medicine in China. Lastly, for the revival of acupuncture, the Communist government in 1949 revived the traditional form of medicine including acupuncture. Korea and Japan received the knowledge in the 6th century. European physician Ten Ringe, who worked for East India Company, described the practice medically in 1680. Acupuncture was finally accepted in the USA when an NIH consensus conference reported that there was positive evidence for its effectiveness.
Acupuncture has several principles or essence in human health. The first one is that acupuncture reduces stress. Stress is one of the top reasons people seek acupuncture treatment, while work is a major trigger. Acupuncture has been proven to lower stress hormone and moderate mood, to reduce anxiety and improve overall feelings of happiness. The second is that it reduces back pain, neck tension, and relieve joint pain in the hands and arms. Keyboards, heavy backpacks, cell phones, and poor postures are just a few of the culprits that create the type of pain that penetrates into our workday and keep us up at night. Acupuncture provides a drug-free pain relief while also reduces swelling and inflammation. Next is that it causes relief from headaches. Acupuncture has been used to treat headaches for 1,000 years, with the most common side effects being a sense of euphoria and relaxation. Acupuncture is a choice treatment for those seeking a less invasive, drug-free option. Also, it reduces eye strain. It can relieve eye strain that is often connected to neck tension. Acupuncture also treats many eye ailments. It also improves immune system and reduces sick days. Acupuncture can help fight off pathogens by boosting the body's immune system. Acupuncture treatment can also reduce the duration of a cold that keep you feeling miserable and away from work. Acupuncture also enhances mental clarity and increase energy. Acupuncture patient reports enhanced mental clarity and often experience a surge of increased energy. Improved sleep is additional benefits, which is why acupuncture is used to treat sleep disorders like insomnia. Next is relief from digestive conditions. The link between digestive health and overall health is inescapable. Acupuncture can effectively regulate the digestive system, which is good news for those plagued by gastrointestinal problems. Allergy relief. Acupuncture can be a key in preventing allergies. Acupuncture may also reduce allergy symptoms and can be used in place of or in conjunction with antihistamines. Next is reduce cigarette cravings. Acupuncture can be effective in the road of quitting or reducing smoking habits. Lastly, fewer injuries on the body due to repetitive strain. Repetitive stress injuries are some of the most common job-related injuries and can can lead to a high number of days away from work. Acupuncture is effective in treating repetitive stress injuries and can eliminate the need for surgeries or drugs.
So moving on to the applications of acupuncture. So first application is facial acupuncture. Facial acupuncture boasts a wide range of benefits, including a reduction in acne and fine illness, as well as an improvement in overall skin texture. If you are looking for a powerful anti-aging treatment with minimal effects, facial acupuncture may be the perfect solution. So next application is auricular acupuncture. Auricular acupuncture can be useful for a wide range of indications, and it is especially useful to relieve pain, calm the mind, treat allergies and infectious disease, regulate endocrine system disorders, and treat chronic disease and functional disorders. It is also used for withdrawal syndrome. So next application is feet acupuncture. Feet acupuncture may be safe and effective treatment modality for short-term management of plantar fasciitis. 4 studies have shown a significant reduction in pain during 4 to 8 weeks of therapy compared to standard therapy or sham acupuncture. Next application is hand acupuncture. Hand acupuncture is also known as Koryu hand acupuncture. It is a modern system of acupuncture. This was created by UTU in the 1970s, in which the hand represents the entire body and is needled or stimulated during treatment. Acupuncture in hand can relieve stress, pain, and discomfort by opening up a person's energy flow. So next application is knee acupuncture. Acupuncture in knee can help provide much needed relief for those with knee pain. Acupuncture also may decrease the production of cortisol in the body. With reduced pain sensations and less inflammation after acupuncture treatments, knee function and mobility can be improved on a short-term basis. So last application is shoulder acupuncture. Shoulder acupuncture works either by releasing chemical compounds in the body that relieve pain, by overriding pain signals in the nerves, or by allowing energy or blood to flow freely through the body. So that's the application of reflexology in acupuncture.
For a better understanding, kindly watch this short video about acupuncture.
No one likes getting a needle when they go to the doctors.
I do. I love doctor office lollipops. I get one every time I get a needle.
Well, you'd get a lot of lollipops if you went to an acupuncturist.
Which brings us to our topic. Lollipops.
No, the Chinese art of acupuncture.
I'm so unprepared.
I got you covered. Doctors in China have spent over 2,000 years figuring out where hundreds of acupoints are located all over the body. Each acupoint corresponds to a specific organ or limb.
Oh, okay. Well, now the lollipop was invented.
I said I got it.
Yeah.
Now, acupuncturists insert sterilized, fine-tipped needles into these points, targeting certain ones based on your condition.
You know, using pain to stop pain doesn't seem like it would be that popular.
Well, it may not sound like fun, but over 3.5 million Americans do it every year. Not all scientists agree about what happens next, but many of them believe the needles stimulate your nerves and cause your brain to release endorphins.
Oh, I know about endorphins. I mean, there's nothing like a good endorphin release because it helps muscles relax and dulls pain.
And that puts a point on acupuncture.
That's good. Okay, I think we might have time to talk about lollipops.
Great.
Okay, I assumed you were going to say no, and I'm not actually prepared to talk about lollipops.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.